Hi everybody, it's Honest John. I've had stomach problems since I was in my 20s. And no pain, fortunately, but a bunch of nausea. And these nausea attacks would be extremely frequent. Sometimes I'd have a bunch of attacks a week, like maybe 5 out of 7 days a week. I'd be feeling nauseous all fucking day. And then I started smoking weed. And that took care of it. Because before that I was going through antacids like crazy. I'd go through a couple of rolls of Tums in a day, or Rolaids, or even the stronger stuff. It would help me for a little bit, and then the nausea would come right back. But we cured that. Now I rarely take anything at all. As a matter of fact, I have this little Tums box here, and you know, it's got, I don't know what, 10 or 12 pills in it. It'll last me for a couple of months. You know, that's how rare the nausea has become since I started smoking weed. And this anti-nausea effect has been very helpful in the treatment of, for example, cancer patients who are getting chemotherapy. Chemotherapy often makes people nauseous. So they smoke weed because here's the thing. Here's the thing. When you're sick and you're getting treatment for it, you need to eat to maintain your strength to fight the disease. And with chemo, a lot of times people just wouldn't be able to eat. So marijuana has been very helpful to people because not only does it help with the nausea, but it also gives them the munchies, which means they have this incredible urge to eat. And so that helps people actually get healthy. It's a wonderful thing. But if you're not getting chemotherapy, the munchies can be a bit of a problem. I mean, you could wind up gaining a lot of weight. Because when you get a burst of the munchies, it's a powerful craving. You feel like you'll eat anything. You know, you'll go around the house looking for some kind of something to eat. I mean, you'll put Caro syrup on an old sneaker. You know, you're definitely need to get some food in you. And even if you've just finished a 4-course meal, you smoke a joint and you might get the munchies, and you'll feel like you could eat another 4-course meal. But you can manage the munchies. It's a very powerful urge, but you can manage it so that you don't gain a lot of weight. The main thing is to remember that the munchies is a side effect of the weed. A part of your brain is being stimulated that makes you crave food. But you're not actually hungry. If you keep that in mind, then you'll be much better at handling the munchies when they come. Now, sometimes when you smoke, you won't get the munchies. But it's better to plan for it and be ready than to be caught unprepared. Because you can't just ignore the munchies. You'll be miserable. If you've got the munchies, you do have to eat something. But since you're not really hungry, since your stomach is not empty, you don't really need a lot of food. You might feel like you could eat a horse, but don't be fooled by that. I've had it happen where I've been out, I got myself a buzz, and it hasn't been that long after eating. I'm out, and I'll stop and buy a burger, and I take 2 bites, and then I don't really want any more. So So the thing to do is to plan for the munchies. If you're a weed smoker, you should have light snacks, healthy shit around the house. You know, nuts, granola bars, chips. That's going to be all you need, right? Now, frequently people with the munchies will crave sweets, but you don't want to overdo on sweets. So what your best bet is to do is to start with the nuts or the granola bar or something like that, and then maybe you can top it off with a little piece of chocolate or something like that afterwards. But you don't want to just start with the sweets, because sweets are kind of one of those things that once you start eating them, you just want to eat more and more and more. So you want to avoid that. You want to use the other kind of things to get rid of the munchies. So those are my tips for you. Try it out. If it works for you, great. If it doesn't, well, then you're shit out of luck. And you're just going to be fat. But enjoy your weed. Thanks for listening.